All right, everybody. This is John Verbil. I'm here at Lakeview Lanes in Sun City, Arizona for the championship match of the Seniors and Women Shootout. It's our first ever special event like this. And we had a just absolutely fantastic day here. And we're down to the last four bowlers. All of them battled a really tough pattern. Today was a 44-foot PBA, actually technically PBA 50 pattern, but a PBA pattern, PBA Salvino, that was 5-1 and 44 feet. And I can't remember off the top of my head, I think it was 29 mils. I don't have the pattern right in front of me, but a fairly high volume pattern. And these players figured it out and got through our qualifying, where we had an astoundingly good turnout today. We had 148 entries today. And we had, let me make sure I get this now, we got 8 women make the cut in the women's division, 5 in the senior foundation division, which are the lower average 50-plus bowlers, 9 in the senior challenger division, which is the higher average 50 to 59 age bowlers, and then 8 in the super senior division, higher average 60-plus age bowlers. And so you're down to the last 4 here. And our representatives for this, and we'll announce them again when they start bowling for real. Charlie Price, representing the super senior division, comes in with a 208 average and 1 pin of handicap. This is an unusual event in that we raised the handicap base for a number of reasons to 210. So some bowlers who are normally scratch-ish got a little bit of handicap in this event. Still not a lot, but Charlie happens to get a pin at 208. Tayler Clark is from Tucson, representing the women's division. I'll talk more about their biographies here later. With a 194 average, she gets 12 pins of handicap. Pete Ligouri of Sun City here in the senior foundation division with a 156 average, gets 43 pins of handicap. And then Andrew Lomuscio from Tempe, Arizona, in our senior challenger division with a 209 average, gets 0 handicap. So they're warming up now. We've got about 2 minutes left in practice. And then I will announce them as they start their match. First place in this event is $1,500 guaranteed. There is no progressive pot in this event, as is usual for most of ours, but this one was a special event. Didn't really know how to make a progressive pot work here, but maybe we'll do something. I think the general consensus is people love this event. We will figure out a way to do this again for sure, and maybe we can start building a progressive pot in the future. I'll see if I can make that work. So $1,500 for first place, $750 for second, $600 for third, and $500 for fourth. Everybody that made the cut here today, which was a total of 31 bowlers, because we had a tie in one position, and that tie actually complicated, but you made $200 if you made the cut. We did have a tie for the last cut position in one of the divisions today. So rather than break the tie, what we do is we let them both advance and they split the money. That way they still have a chance at the big money rather than going through the process of doing a roll-off, which, you know, for one frame for $200 difference seems a little harsh. So we just allow them both to advance, but split the money. So a really great turnout today. It looks like Charlie's going to try to get one more throw in, and then we'll get started with this match. All right, well, again, congratulations to all of our finalists here. We got a nice little crowd here behind to cheer you all on. Again, a great day here today. We had, and I just lost it, we had 148 entries here today. That's pretty awesome for a 3-squad event. Thank you all for turning out for that. And for those that aren't here and watching on the live stream, thank you as well. And so we're going to get started. And leading off, representing the Super Senior Division from Phoenix, Arizona, is Charlie Price.
Good luck, guys.
Charlie, well known to most everybody here in Phoenix. Phoenix area, great bowler, averages is a good scratch bowler. Like I said, getting 1 pin of handicap because of this handicap system and the fact that we base our averages are a little bit high there. We base our averages on challenge averages. You may go, wait, Charlie's not a 208 bowler. You're right, he's not. He's up around 220, but when you convert to challenge, he ends up at 208. Most of our events are run on challenge patterns. We do run sport patterns for our multi-day events, but we do everything based on challenge. Just makes it easier. We don't have to worry about converting averages nearly as much this way. Ooh, he's got to hang on there. Okay, nice run down for Charlie. All right, representing the women's division from Tucson, Arizona, Tayler Clark. Taylor's 21 from Tucson. First time I think she's bowled in one of our events. She's a nursing student. She's been bowling 17 years, so since she was a wee little child, she's been bowling, and now she's here. And she throws a nice ball. High flush. Very nice. Representing the Senior Foundation Division from Sun City, Arizona, Pete Ligouri. Pete was our lower average division champion. He's 66, here from Sun City. He's an NY, retired New York Police Department officer. Open for Brooklyn. Almost got away with it. Nobody joining me on the live stream today. Sorry about that. But a good little crowd behind me. Looks like he run that down. Very nice. And representing the Senior Challenger Division from Tempe, Arizona, Andrew Lomuscio. And Andrew, also a well-known bowler, especially in the East Valley. Just a terrific bowler. Haven't seen much of him lately. This is his first event of ours that he's bowled, and straight to the finals. As you can see, pretty high rev rate, likes to swing the lane. A little bit checked here. This we're on a double burn here. We had a little bit different schedule than usual with 3 squads today, qualifying squads instead of the 4. Just figured with Sun City, with older folks, we probably didn't want to go late into the night, so we went 3 squads. So we had qualifying squad on the burn. Qualifying squad on the fresh, then on the burn, we had to re-oil, another qualifying squad on the fresh, and then the cashier's round was bowled on the burn. And we have not re-oiled since that midday re-oil at all. However, this pair did sit idle during our eliminator round, which was right before this. Each of these bowlers faced 1 or 2 other bowlers in their divisions and won that match to reach this final. Just a little behind the head pin there. And she throws it really good. By Charlie. So the cut scores for this event were honestly right about what I had hoped they would be. So we had an overall average cut score of plus 34 today across all the divisions in both cuts. It was really sweet spot, a little bit on the low side, but the pattern was a little bit tougher at 5-1 than what we usually see. Whoa! That's what draw power will do for you there. So interestingly today, our lowest average division, Senior Foundation Division, was actually the lowest number of entries. Usually it's our biggest turnout event, but trying to find the right numbers. This is the very first time we've run an event this way. Didn't know if right where the cut line should be for dividing between lower and higher average seniors, and it looks like I probably made it a little bit too low. But we had 36 women entries today. 24 Senior Foundation, 44 Senior Challenger, and 44 Super Senior. So not if, but when we run this event again, I'm sure we'll tweak the numbers a little bit to make the divisions even. But there, honestly, we had 3 bowlers in the 3 of the 4 divisions bowling in the last round, and just 2 in the Senior Foundation. That's still pretty balanced. It's hard to get it perfect. So while things are shaking out here, I'm just looking to see if the handicap is added in, and looks like it is, yeah, because Tayler gets 12 pins, and so, yeah, she's got 59 through the 3rd. So it's actually counting it before the frames are filled, so it gets a little bit tricky sometimes. But now that it's early yet, a lot can happen. Right now, Pete being clean with all the sticks he has, he definitely has an advantage over the rest of the team, for sure. Same thing that happened on the first frame for him. So that frame is just, that lane is just checking a little bit early for him, getting him on the nose. So he'll figure it out. He's a good bowler. So upcoming events, we have our next event is at AMF McRae Plaza Lanes on August 1st. That'll be one of our regular Saturday shootouts with $2,500 first place if you're in the progressive pot. And then from there, oh, wow, really good shot. Just a little bit weak in the pocket, but honestly, I'm sure she'd take that shot 9 times out of 10 and get 10 out of 10. So we'll be at AMF McRae Plaza. Again, that's Saturday, August 1st, and $2,500 first place and progressive pot. If somebody breaks the pot there, we did have it broken in our last event, but we don't break it 100%. We break it at 70%. So there's still quite a bit left. And I think I touched that nicely. We should have about a $3,700 first place prize, somewhere in that realm. Of course, it depends on how many entries we have as to what that number will actually be. And then we're really excited about our next event after that. We get it off. My wife and I are going to take a little vacation, get out of town for a while in August. Who doesn't want to get out of town in August in Phoenix, right? So, but when we come back for Labor Day, we're going to be at Bolero Kyrene with the SBT Jake's Auto Labor Day Classic at Bolero Kyrene, a 3-day event. Friday and Saturday qualifying, 9 qualifying squads across 2 days with a $109 entry fee and a $6,000 first place prize. That's a pretty good deal, if you ask me. So I hope you're looking forward to coming out there. Of course, come to McRae first. And then we're also excited that a month later, we're going to be in Laughlin, Nevada at Riverside Lanes for a $5,000 event, also with a $109 entry fee and really great rates at Riverside Hotel, Casino. I'm going to say like $39 plus a resort fee. They all charge resort fees now, right? I think it's $39 during the week and something like $79. I shouldn't just run these off from the top of my head. You all can look it up. It's on our website, lowsbt.com/schedule, where you can see all that info. If you're coming from out of town for a nice shot by Charlie, he was hoping it might tap that tin. So big 3-bagger there for him. But if you're coming from out of town for our Labor Day tournament, high flush, beautiful strike for Tayler, we have a hotel deal at the Hampton Inn and Suites at Chandler Fashion Center, which is about 2 miles away. Really good deal. I can't remember. I should stop quoting hotel prices online when I'm not looking at the suppose I could just pull it up rather than blabbering incessantly. I'll do that. Yeah, $85 a night at the Hampton Inn Suites at Chandler Fashion Center. But you got to book by August 10th. So we got a little time left to book rooms there. And of course, we have room rates in Laughlin. Those will expire in September, like right after the Labor Day event. So So if you're thinking about staying in Laughlin, take advantage of those room rates while you can. Yeah. Somebody was just commenting here, they don't open. That's right. You know, when you get to this point, and I don't see anybody who's nervous at all. Tayler shows like she's a seasoned pro here and does this many times before. Charlie's getting the carry now. But this is anybody's match. And again, with Pete, with being clean right now, those strikes are going to be necessary to catch you. Because if Pete stays clean, these others have got to put some strikes together for sure. Really good shot. All right, well, you know, as they like to say in this game, strikes are for show, spares are for dough, and Pete just, I just like black clouded Tayler, even though we were talking about Pete there. Sorry about that, Tayler. But Pete making his spares here is going to make these other bowlers work. They're going to have to put strikes together. Andrew needs to do that here as well. Nice spare. So that's how you get to the finals, especially the lower average bowlers. You just make your spares, right? The pattern can be hard, but if you can stay out of trouble and make your spares, you can make some money. So Dave, you're asking, show the scoreboard now and then. You should be able to see the scoreboard on the screen. I'm actually going to do something next event where I'm going to make it better, but that's the best I can do on this one. It looks like I maybe can tilt it up just a tad, and I'll do that for you if it'll stay there for me, so you can see the whole scoreboard. But that's the best I can do. I can zoom in a little bit if it'll let me. And now I got to tilt the camera a little bit. It's always a tricky game.
Away with it.
You got it to push.
It's all right. Get away with it.
Sorry for the wiggling camera, but I'm trying to get everything in the screen for you right now. Another great shot from Tayler.
Hey, baby.
So I probably should read some of this biographical stuff. So to talk about Peter, he's been bowling. Actually, I'm not sure how to read that answer, so let's give that a nice shot. I think his high game is a 267, and he's won some tournaments here in Sun City. I'd like to thank his girlfriend, Bobby Tomasek, for supporting him as he's gotten into this event. Andrew, I'll find his here. Andrew 54. Lomuscio. I didn't pronounce it correctly. Okay. He's a business consultant. He's been bowling for 25 years. He has 40 300s and 10 800s, including an 845. He won back in the day the ACBA twice, and he'd like to thank his wife, Erica. Oh, yeah, just a little bit in on that, and so could never really pick up the lane for Tayler. Tayler, as I said, is a nursing student. I've been bowling for 17 years. High game 299, high series 771. She's a two-time club national champion, three-time All-American. Her hobbies and interests, she loves reading, and she'd like to thank her parents. Charlie 61 from Phoenix. He's a quality engineer. He's been bowling for over 50 years. 30 300s, 23 800s, including an 837 high. He's been the AZ Senior Masters champion. He's had 6 CBE titles. Loves his family and would like to thank his wife Melanie, kids Chelsea and Zach, Ryan Riley for setting up his equipment. Oh. And Ryan, I'm sure that was not the right time to say that. Getting a great church, that's a tough place to have one now. but pins are really important here, so he's got to figure out a way to get as many out of this as he can. So let me try to give you a scoring update here right now with handicap. Pete is still in the lead. And let's see, so we got, so through 8, where we don't have all the frames filled, Tayler has 158, Andrew has 169, Pete has 170, and Charlie has 1, technically, without that frame fill. It's yeah, he's got 181 through 8. Unfortunately, that's not going to be a straight comparison, but that Greek church definitely hurt him. It's really anybody's match still, though, but Pete, if he had doubled there, it would have been huge. So again, he's just got to run down his spares. It's got him marked as 9, but it doesn't matter because he's on a strike, so we'll just leave it. And just running his spares down.
Thank you.
Nice. I thought that was a bit in and wasn't going to pick up, but it picked up enough. High flush. She just has a really nice high flush strike working today. So again, this is anybody's game right now. Charlie with 191 through 9 not filled. Tayler with 178 through 9 not filled. And Pete got a huge strike there. He's at 210 through 9 not filled. And really, Andrew needs to double here. He's just got to double. And he got it a little bit further down the lane. That was the lane he struggled with a little bit, but got it further down. And so, yeah. So let's just run the numbers here for max possible for each of them. So Charlie's max 241. Tayler is max 228. Pete is max 260. And Andrew is max 249. Big carry for Charlie. And Frank. First bad shot I've seen her throw. So that pretty much takes her out of contention for a title. But remember, there's a lot of money to be had for second, third, and fourth, so running this down is important. Nice high flush strike. All right, so still Charlie 241. I guess. Oh, I wasn't. No, I'm not sure if I added it or not, but 241 for Charlie to fill this last frame. That includes handicap. That could come back to haunt him. 238 plus 1 is 239 for Charlie. And Tayler finishes with a 196 scratch. 208 with handicap. And so Andrew, again, Pete's in control, but Andrew can catch him if Pete falters, is where we're at right now. And that was not good. So again, Charlie is in the lead right now with 239. Andrew has a possible 249 off the sheet, so he has to throw the first two. He was late, so Charlie's going to win. Charlie's going to win, unless a miracle occurs. I don't think a miracle can help. Math doesn't support that, so Charlie Price is going to win.
Good job, Charlie.
I know it. I just you can't get through on that left lane, and that's why.
Congratulations.
That was a butter off.
I'll see you at 1 o'clock tomorrow. I'll be seated down.
All right, congratulations to the winner of the inaugural Seniors and Women Shootout, Charlie Price, taking home $1,500. Great bowling. Second place to Pete Ligouri,
Appreciate it.
taking home $750. Third place, Andrew Lomuscio, taking home $600, and Tayler Clark bringing home $500. All of you bowling great today. A great game to finish it and right down to the last frame. Thank you all again for coming out. I hope you enjoyed this event. I hope you tell your friends about SBT. I hope we can keep growing it like we grew it today. Thank you again for everyone. And again, we hope to see you on August 1st at AMF McRae Plaza Lanes in Chandler for the next Saturday shootout. With that, on behalf of my staff, Amanda and Dylan and Robin, we wish you a good night. And we're going to sign off of the live stream.